Why this continuous comparison between Moses Caicedo and Declan Rice? Of course, for discussion's sake, for banter's sake, maybe such arguments can hold water. But in the reality of what both top players offer, there's no need for such comparison. I keep seeing this comparison all over the social media and people trying to lend their voices to who is a better midfielder. Putting it in perspective, both players offer different metrics, different statistics when it comes to the strength they offer their teams, and of course in the middle of the pack. Naturally, both players should not be compared because they don't play the same position. In as much as because of the engine both players offer for 90 minutes, it's that sometimes provoke us or even fuel us to compare them because they are two solid world-class players that are giving 90 minutes of performance week in, week out. A Moses Caicedo is a perfect number 6. A Declan Rice is your ideal box-to-box number 8 midfielder. If you understand football in that fashion, you understand that such comparison has no place in football. That is a better midfielder. For both players, let's start with a Declan Rice. A Declan Rice can play as a number 6 because he's got a very solid engine. He can tackle, he can intercept, and all of that. But you only get the best of Declan Rice as a number 8, a box-to-box, when you allow him to offer his offensive potential in a game. But you can only get the best of Moses Caicedo in a number 6, where he breaks up play, he intercepts, of course, he tackles and all of that. So that is the reason why you can't compare both players. What Declan Rice offers offensively in his passing, in his assists, in his goals, a Moses Caicedo can offer that. And what a Moses Caicedo offers defensively, you can debate that Declan Rice might not be able to offer that. And I will agree with you guys. But looking at both players generally in the middle of the pack, and if you also want to understand why such comparison or who is a better player does not hold waters, you just want to create conversation and discussion. Let's look at the Arsenal team and the Chelsea team. Let's look at them. A Declan Rice in that Chelsea team right now can play in that team, is a first 11 any day, anytime. Even the less intelligent Chelsea fan will agree with this, that Declan Rice will walk into that Chelsea team and his jersey will be hanged in the dressing room. Week in, week out, he will play in that Chelsea team and nobody can bench him because of what he offers. No number 8 in that Chelsea team right now can bench a Declan Rice. No one. And who plays number 8 for Chelsea is Enzo, the Argentine Enzo Fernandez. He can't give what Declan Rice will offer. So let's go to the Arsenal team. Can a Moses Caicedo start in this current Arsenal team? This current Arsenal side? The answer is he might not start. And listen to me very carefully for you to understand what I'm saying. Not that he can't start, but he might not start. Who is he going to bench in the Arsenal team? Is it Zubimendi right now? No. What is Zubimendi offer this Arsenal team? We don't need a Moses Caicedo to offer that. Can you get that? What is Zubimendi offer the Arsenal team currently? An Arsenal team might not need a Caicedo to offer it. The physicality that Moses Caicedo brings into any team he plays in, that Arsenal team right now has it in abundance. All over the pitch, all over the positions, there are physicality everywhere. So we don't need a special Moses Caicedo physicality in that present Arsenal team. That is the reason why I'm saying he might not start in the Arsenal team. Not because he can't start, but because of what the Zubimendi offers is quite different. We might not need the physicality of Moses Caicedo for 90 minutes, but you need the control, the midfield control of the Zubimendi. Is a controller general, is a conductor. Is more of a conductor than his physicality. And if you also want to understand this debate comprehensively, look at the midfield duo of Enzo Fernandez and Moise Caicedo, and the midfield duo of Zubimendi and Declan Rice. Which one will you choose to start your team? And currently, when you look at the way the Arsenal team is now, and the form they are in, and the way the Chelsea team is now, and the form they are in, which midfield duo do you think is better? It's almost a no-brainer that you pick the midfield duo of Zubimendi and Declan Rice, because they offer almost everything and even much more what the Caicedo and Enzo would give to us. And I think if you understand it that way, you also understand why there's no comparison between the Declan Rice and Moses Caicedo.